we're going to go over CSS, which is cascading style sheets. And we're going to make this look a little bit different. So first we're going to start by putting a style tag in the head of our HTML file. And then we can start doing stuff like this. We'll have style. That's how we can say what we're going to style. So put input. Now I'll target all the inputs. We can put some padding, 20 pixels, border. Let's do one solid red. Let's do the border radius 10 pixels, and we'll do the color as like so this right here is the hex code of the color. Another way to do it is RGB. We've seen that. It could be like 250, or you can do 0, 0, 0. It's just black. I prefer hex code. Just it seems cleaner. I don't know. I have memorized some colors that are okay. So that's kind of a gray one. Yeah, so we can give that a save, come over here and refresh, and then we can see how it looks differently. We can do, if you don't want to actually target all of the inputs, you can say, we want to give this a class of my input, and you want to, all your class names, you want to have them like that instead of my input or my input with capital I. You want dash my input, so we'll give that a save. Then these should go back to how they were before, because this is the class selector, and we don't have class on any of these. So what we can do is just add it. Class equals quotes my dash input. And if we give that a save, boom, we have this one styled, and these are not styled. This little margin. The margin top, 5 pixels, margin bottom, 5 pixels. Or we can just do something like this, where we do margin 5 for top and bottom, and 0 for right and left. There's a little bit of spacing. And then if we copy this and put it on these, I think command click, if you're on a Mac, will give you extra cursors, and alt click on a Windows cursors. So then we can refresh and all of them look like that now. So we're actually not going to use any of these. We want to copy the profile of LinkedIn, right? That's what we want. So let's go. Let's view profile. It's a little bit squished because the screen is not full screen, but let's just pull it out. Screen. We can see. Okay, so we're going to have a nav bar up here. We'll probably skip this part. We won't do that. And then, well, then we can put it in, whatever. We'll have a little ad right there, and then here's kind of the snapshot profile section. There's a link over here to edit. None of these links will actually go anywhere, but we can just make it look just like this. You can get some random pictures and style them so they're small on the circle, and then have the names. And none of these links will go anywhere, but we'll just make it look like that. Put a little ad in there. Okay, so let's just start with this bar up here, okay? So what we're going to do is firstly, we want to configure our project a little bit better. So right now we have this index.html file, but what we really want is a folder. So this is, it's on my desktop. This is the index file right here, okay? So we want to make a new folder we can call LinkedIn clone. And we want to put this index file in here, okay? So now what we can do is we can come up here and delete that and go to File, Open, just open, and Desktop, LinkedIn clone. So we open that, and then we can see this file on the side, we call that sidebar, Explorer. And okay, so cool. So now we have our index.html file in this folder. What we want to do now is we want to create a CSS file. So what we do is we call it style.css. That was right click, new file, and then you name it style.css. And this is where we're going to put all of our CSS so that it's not actually crowding up our HTML file. So we're not going to have a form. We can get rid of the form. We can get rid of this login. And we can get rid of this style too. Okay? So what we want to do now is we want a meta tag, a link tag where the rel, you can look up what the rel is. So if you have any questions about any of this, W3 Schools is a good reference. Developer.mozilla.org. They're the ones that created Firefox. They're a really good reference. So let's just go here so we can see they just redid all their documentation. So it looks really, really good. Okay, so it's an external resource link called the link tag. And it says you'd include a link element inside your head like this, just like we've done. And then there are a number of other icons. So the rel stands for relationship. So we're going to say the relationship between the HTML file and what we're linking to is the style sheet. You can have Apple Touch icons pre-composed. You can have favicon. You can have preload. So you want this to come in before everything else because you're going to use the font everywhere. So you're going to preload the font. So anyway, so that's just, oops. Okay, accidentally close the HTML file. So now we have this href, which that's the path that it's going to look for the file that you're linking to. So we can just type in style.css because they're in the same folder. If you want to make sure it always hits that, you can put a /. That means the current relative folder, right? So that's LinkedIn clone, and then style.css. So it's going to say, okay, let's stay in this folder and let's look for a file called style.css. Boom, we got it. Okay, so now we can have an H1 that says, welcome to my page, and then paragraph that says this is just to show that we have our style sheet set up. Give us a class of this class of content. Okay, so we have our header. So we have a class header. I'll show you something else real quick. We can have a paragraph with the ID of subheader. Okay, and ID. Okay, so we have header, All right, and let's make this font size like 72 pixels. Want color to be whatever. There's a really funny color hex name codes. That's kind of funny. Google, loaded, idiots, robots. Should we do robots? We'll do robots. Back to 08075. And let's just leave it like that. And then we have our content, which we can do font size 24 pixels. Color, that's like dark, but not quite total black. And font family, Arial, Helvetica, Sans Serif. I like it. We'll just leave this as the regular one. Okay, so now we have two classes, but I put an ID in there, right? I put ID subheader. So how do we style ID? Well, it turns out it's just a pound. And we can style it. Make it 2 pixels, font family, Arial as well. And then maybe the same, maybe font weight, want to be lighter. And then we can do the same color as the robots. Okay, so one really important principle in programming is a thing called dry. Don't repeat yourself. So if you look, we have a few things that are the same thing in both of these classes. So what we can do is we can do header and subheader and put these two in there like that. And then we can delete them out of here. And that's just Command X if you want to cut the whole line, or Control X if you're on Windows. And that's it. So let's go back here and see how it looks. Oh, right, because I put it in a different. Oh, boom, box on a page. I'm an ID. So we have the style sheet set up properly. Okay, so that's cool. Okay, I think we're ready to go. So what we want to do now is we want to start making our clone page look like the actual page.